Hi, and welcome to another training session. I'm Cody, coming from Tulsa, Oklahoma. In this video, I will show you how to get started installing a WordPress blog on your own host. So if you watch my previous videos, you'll note that I have a web server now running on my computer. First step is download WordPress. So we go to the internet, into a search field, and type WordPress download. This WordPress is different from the traditional WordPress where you actually go to WordPress.com and you sign up for a free account and you put your blog there. In this case, we're actually going to put the WordPress blog platform on our own website. So we download WordPress 4.4.2. current version. Let me open up a file. While we're here, we're going to place it in the root directory of our local host, our web server. I had set it up to be here, right here, and let's go ahead and make up a name, which basically would be your website name. I like to use .com, whatever it is. Let's just say WordPress site. And let's open up the download. We get into the zip file and we copy these files over to our new folder. And if you don't know about this Apache and this web server, go to my first video and it explains how to install Apache. It's a web server. You also need PHP and MySQL database server. All three components are required to run a WordPress website. If you go to basically any web host, they're going to have these components installed already for you. But I like to also have a development machine, which is what you see here in Windows 10. Then I can go in, I can make changes on the development side, then upload them to the live website. No real configurations needs to be done yet, except we need to create a database for the WordPress content. So you'll note that in my previous video installing MySQL, I installed something called phpMyAdmin. Right. Wrong file there. Now log in using my credentials. And no, I don't want to save right now. So we go to databases and we create a new database. And you could also manage your database using also another graphical interface called MySQL Workbench. But it's meant for Windows. This phpMyAdmin can work on anywhere you get a website, because it uses the web interface. We go over here to WordPress. Okay, I'm going to close this window. We go to the files we just copied, and we copy this WP config, and then we paste it, because that was the sample version. And we need this, wp-config.php. Let me pause this video real quick. I'm going to install Notepad++. I'm back now after installing Notepad++, and it gives me an option to edit with Notepad++. And if you don't know already, the Notepad++ program is an excellent programmer-friendly notepad. So here's the difference. You can see the color schemes, and there's also many more features other than colors. But if you were to open it up in regular Notepad, this is what it looks like. but you also only get one undo with the regular Notepad. So let's go into this wp-config.php file. What we're looking for is the database name, which we haven't set yet. In our database management tool, we need to create one. So I just like to name it the same as I did the folder, WordPress site. So now we have our database, and that's all you need to do with the database at this point. So WordPress site. So that's your name of your database you just set. Your username is what you set up for MySQL, and you can add different users and give them different permissions. I made my password green, and yes, it will be visible in this file, so you want to make sure your file is protected from security, and everything else looks good, because by default your database host will be localhost. In most scenarios that's the case. Now we don't do anything now. We set that configuration. All we do now is go into that folder. So localhost WordPress site. The installation is nice and friendly in for WordPress. Let's give it a moment here. So it's asking us to choose our language, which is English. It's mine. Obviously you can choose whatever is your language. Now we add the site title. We'll just call it, let's go with a capital P. This is your actual username to log into the back end of WordPress and manage the content. Let's make something like admin. You could make it a very strong password like that if you'd like. For now, I'm just going to say and stick with the green 9. And you want to make your email. So let's say admin at .localhost or whatever your email address is there. Of course, I'm just making one up here because it's not real. It hasn't asked me for a database yet, or did it? No, I don't think it. No, it didn't. Okay, because I set it in the wp-config. All right, so we do that, and then we say green 9. Voila! Now you have your WordPress here, and everything is saved in your database. We refresh it, and here are all of your WordPress content. So the nice thing, of course, about doing it this way instead of using the WordPress.com hosting it on their site is that you now control all of your content, and you can do anything with it within, of course, legal. But that's it for installing WordPress on your own host. I'm Cody, coming from Tulsa, Oklahoma. You could find me on Facebook. Leave a comment if you have questions or concerns or just need more info.